Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some more Alan Wake's American Nightmare. And we're going to get the imaging array. Oops, I'm going the wrong way. I need to go to her car. But it's interesting because now we know what to do in advance. So we're kind of taking shortcuts, and here's a gun. I don't have enough manuscript pages. Boy, that's rough. I really don't have 15 manuscript pages? What's wrong with me? Here's her car. Got it. Alright, let's hope the good doctor is cool with this. I'm going to surprise her with the array. Oh. Oh god, there's boulders. Why would there be boulders? Alright, run. Alan. Run. Make it. Okay. This light will probably break. It did. We're still going to run. Oh. Okay, that's scary. I see the light. Can you make it, Alan? Kind of. We're in. Is this new?
I know what you're thinking. Evil twin, supernatural powers. But most of the time, I just like to keep things basic. I want you to understand that. Like this. Need to get your hands dirty? No batteries, no moving parts, just physics. That's technology you can depend on. It's a classic. Speaking of classics, you need to be careful with this one, though. If the victim suddenly twists, you might end up cutting yourself. It's not really a workhorse, but I'm a sucker for this style. Now this is more like it. You've got slip-resistant grip. Believe me, you really want that traction once you're wrist deep in somebody. The blade's stiff enough so it won't open by accident in your pocket, but it's still really easy to open with just one hand. Now that's a big thing for me. I know what you're thinking. It's too big, too heavy. But sometimes you just need the extra oomph. If you're talking intimidation, this is gonna do the job. Also great for dismemberings and whatnot. You know, the messy jobs. I can't tell you how many things I've MacGyvered with this stuff. Okay, now, guns. Not a big fan. I mean, how are you supposed to really connect with somebody with a bullet? I want you to understand that. I take pride in what I do. We can't both be worthless hacks, can we?
Oh boy. What a jerk.
You'll have to forgive me, but this feels very strange. It seems like this has all happened before.
I have the replacement part for your telescope, Doctor.
All right. Let's get it installed. I think we can give this a go, although I have this strange feeling that something will
Don't
go
start
wrong.
it up yet. There's a problem with the coolant system.
Yes, that's right. I remember. All right, let me think. If they're sabotaging it, they'll be at the primary coolant pipe outside. If you can secure it, we should be ready to pick up the signal. That is why you're here, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I'll take care of it.
Before you go, if you have the time, I'd appreciate if you came up here and explained a few things. All of this is very strange to me.
She wants to talk. Alright, fine. He's like about to die.
Hello.
I don't quite know what's going on, but I seem to remember having had this encounter before.
It's not deja vu, Doctor. This has happened before. We're caught in a time loop.
That's utterly insane. How could that be?
I can't really explain it. I suppose I could call it magic.
I don't believe in magic.
Neither do I. But I can't argue with what I've experienced. Listen, what matters now is the signal. The last time we only caught a part of it. I need the rest of it. Whether you believe me or not, you want to look into this as much as I do, right?
Yes. All right.
I realize that you have trouble believing this.
That's an understatement. I can't deny that what you say resonates with me on some level I don't pretend to understand. But for all I know, I'm simply delusional.
But it's not just you. I've experienced the same thing as you. Doesn't that prove something, at least?
Maybe. On the other hand, given your appearance, and the fact that you're trying to convince me that I'm not insane, perhaps you're merely a hallucination that accompanies my delusions.
You're not having a psychotic episode, Doctor. For what it's worth, I'm a skeptic by nature. I completely understand your reluctance to believe me.
There are people caught so deep in their psychosis that they retroactively manufacture memories and beliefs that conform to the situation at hand.
Sure, but you have to stop second-guessing yourself at some point, if you want to get something done.
Alright, so she's done talking now. Any manuscript pages up here, by the way? No. Alright, there's a cooling thing right over here. There was. Nah, I think I'm off base. They've maybe changed the locations a bit. Okay. There's a few bad guys in there. Alright. It's getting much worse. There we go.
These beings hate the light, am I correct? You should be able to turn on the lights and secure the area that way.
Doctor, can you hear me? I think we're good to go.
All right. I'll start looking for the signal. Please, head back.
It's not good.
I guess they didn't like that. Whole damn mountain's trying to kill me.
Oh boy. Go, Alan. There's a checkpoint here. No, they stole it. Oh my god. These monsters. I cheated. I ran inside.
It's working. Please, come up here.
Sweet. It's working. All right. She wants us to come back up here.
You find the signal?
Yes, I don't think it's quite the same thing we had, the last time. Still, we're definitely picking it up.
Are we getting the complete signal now?
I'm afraid not. Take a look at it yourself. I'm printing out a hard copy now. I'd like to ask you a question or two before that, though, if you don't mind.
What's on your mind, Doctor?
Most people would find these events extremely disturbing, provided that they survive these creatures, that is. You seem to be quite adept at dealing with the situation. Why is that?
Yes, I was involved in... It's a complex story. I was in this small town, and a horrible thing from another dimension kidnapped my wife and manipulated me into writing this horror story that came true. I learned to fight it with light, and I managed to contain it and free my wife. But I was trapped in its world.
Are you serious?
Absolutely. So, I'm used to reality working in strange or even impossible ways. And I've fought these things, not exactly like this, but close enough for a good while now. Of course, I have certain advantages. Was there anything else?
What did you mean when you said you have advantages?
At the risk of sounding like a lunatic, reality is much more fluid than people think. It can be influenced.
I didn't take you for a mystic.
I'm not. I'm a writer. And under certain conditions, I can, for lack of a better word, rewrite reality. Change things.
That's absurd.
But it works.
Assuming I believe this, why don't you simply, I don't know, write yourself some superpowers?
It's not quite that simple. You need to follow certain laws of drama, I suppose. You need to think about consistency and symbolism. Often what you write isn't anywhere near as important as what you imply. There are things out there that will take advantage of your mistakes.
You really believe in this?
Don't look at me like that. You've experienced some of this yourself.
I will gladly admit that something exceedingly strange is going on. But this idea that you're somehow altering reality with your writing is ridiculous. You're essentially saying you're controlling my actions. Leaving aside the rational arguments against this, what gives you the right?
Well, it's more like having a destiny. A path you're on. You're not aware of it, but there it is. If somebody changes it, what difference does it make? It's what every writer does. If you write something that affects one of the characters, they don't really know about that.
I'm not a character. Are you saying that it's all right to take advantage of someone if they aren't aware of it?
Look, all I meant was that if you're genuinely making all your own decisions, and those decisions lead to whatever destiny you have, what practical difference does it make?
I suppose that depends on whether our destinies are determined by things like physics and probabilities, or natural reality, which is presumably neutral and impartial, or by some kind of an intelligence. If it's the latter, that intelligence makes choices based on some criteria. If we suffer as a result of those choices, there's a moral and ethical element involved, regardless of whether we're aware of its manipulations. Wouldn't you agree?
You're taking this very well. I thought you'd be hangry.
I suppose I would be if I thought you could actually do this.
Whoa. She turned her back on me. That's rough. Oh, the printout. Oh, is that a manuscript page? No, just a piece of paper. Just a piece of paper.
Another printout. Another signal fragment. The message is still not complete, but it's another piece of the weapon he has built against his adversary. Mere words on a piece of paper, but in the right hands, they will hold back the darkness. The last time the man came to the drive-in, it did not end well. He hopes to avoid that fate this time. He hopes that what he has brought with him to this place is enough.
Why am I back here again? Because my wife came here for the art show? Or because I've got the manuscript page?
Serena's probably out of her mind again. But I'm gonna need that key so I can get the power back on. To change the world, you must craft a blueprint for the new reality. Any work of art will do, as long as it's a genuine act of creation. That's what the energies of the dark place respond to. The results may be subtle and perplexing, or far-ranging and momentous. My area of expertise, the written word, gives much more precise results than music or interpretive dance would, for instance. But words can be extremely dangerous. What you define may become reality, but so can that which you imply, even if you don't realize you're doing so.
You again?
I'm really just here to get the keys so I can get the power back on.
Do you want to hold me down? It's okay. I know you like that.
Yeah, I'll just grab the keys.
I could be like your wife. Little wifey. Waiting at home for hubby. Or you could be the mailman. Or the neighbor.
I'm already married to someone who isn't crazy, thanks. I'm just gonna go and get the power back on.
Aww.
Look, I may or may not be back. I have the access code to the booth already, so once the power is on...
You should totally come see me. We could have fun. You know.
We'll see how it goes. You should sit down or something. Try to stay calm.
I don't want to be calm. I want to be nasty. I want to be nasty with you.
Yeah, okay.
You could do anything you want. You can use my...
Let's not even go there. I was hoping that you'd remember more, but I guess that was too much to ask.
All right, lady. We're going to turn the lights. Get your mind out of the gutter. I'm trying to find Alice. You're not going to try to trick me, darkness lady.
I was about to do the weather, but I see we have a caller. Hey, you're on the air with Eddie. What's up?
Hey, Eddie, it's Ricky. You talked about fate before. You think about that a lot?
Not a lot, to be honest, but I take it you do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Any conclusions you'd care to share, Ricky?
Well, we've got free will, right? That's in the Bible and everything.
Yeah, right, sure.
So free will, right? Am I right? I mean, if we can do what we want, how can there be fate? I mean, you don't know what's gonna happen next, so there's no fate. There's just people doing stuff.
Well, I don't know, Ricky. I don't suppose you have considered the possibility that we're all here in the service of a greater purpose, incomprehensible to us,
And that what we take to be freedom is nothing more than the move of a pawn on some cosmic chessboard, limited in scope, subject to the whims of unseen players,
existing only for their entertainment.
or perhaps we're just a twisted
Reflection
of actual events that can happen elsewhere. Could it be that such is life in Night Springs?
I love
Dude, what?
Food for thought, Ricky. Food for thought.
I love how the radio man turned into the Night Springs narrator right there. Interesting. All right, let's restore that power. We get to walk into the power station again, which is always feels good. Go, Alan. We don't need to waste time on these dorks. Alright, that's a problem. Alright, run. You're beautiful. The light went out, which I was kind of aiming for. Alright, they're coming for us. Uh-oh. This didn't work out like I thought it was going to. I thought I could get to the star from here, but this looks like a complete bust. I thought I was taking a shortcut. I really did. Not bad. Well, this might do something. I don't think I'm doing the right thing anymore. Birdman. Oh, here's the power place, though. Maybe this will still work. I don't know. It's on, like, the star is right here, but then it goes... I'm doing something wrong. There's a light. Let's go get that. Alright, so I'm back. Interestingly, the game crashed when I got into that checkpoint, so that was not what we were going for. Oh, okay, I didn't think this guy could... I thought the light... He flew through the building. Yeah.
I want to talk about it.
Man, dude, I'm trying to get out of here.
Beautiful.
This is dumb.
Your wife. Our wife, really. My wife.
I can't hear him anymore. Alright. I can't hear you, Mr. Scratch. The audio cut out. Anyway, I'll restore my health. So it says get the power back, but I tried to go that way and it didn't do anything. I need to go down there instead. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. This looks better. This looks like we might make it. There we go. There's that power plant.
You're like a little hamster in a wheel. Go ahead and keep running for all the good it'll do you.
No, it is going to do me well. Trust me, buddy. Oh, okay. I didn't realize there was somebody over here. Oh, come on. I pushed the dodge button. And all he did was just crouch down. Bah. He was just like, oh, you mean just... No, I mean dodge that guy's size. But we made it. We made it. Do I have enough manuscript pages for this? Man, last time I saw this, I think this one is like enormous. How many you need? 20. Yeah, I ain't to know 20. I do want more pages, though. I have the keys. I'm in. All right. Well, we're back here, and we need to get the power back on. And we'll get into that in the next one. Everybody, we're getting manuscript pages. We're going to save Alice. We now know what we need to do, even if it takes a bunch of loops through this nightmare. We're going to make it. Night Springs can't hold us in. Everyone, thanks so much for watching. I'll check you in the next one. Take care.